peso que tiene la lucha antirracista en su vida y si tiene más o menos peso que jugar al fútbol, y dice que sí, que jugar al fútbol es muy importante, pero que la lucha antirracista es importantísima, que lo que quiere es que las personas de color tengan una vida normal.
Hey everyone, this is Ethan Walker, your football expert. Wow, what a crazy night in the Champions League last night. I'm still processing the Benfica versus Real Madrid game from February 17, 2026 at the Estadio da Luz in Lisbon. Real Madrid won 1-0, but honestly, the score seems secondary now. The real story? Yet another disgusting incident of racism involving Vinicius Jr. I mean, come on, it's 2026 and we're still dealing with this crap in sports. This deeply affects me because, as an American football fan for the past decade, I've seen how racism contaminates games here too. Think of the NFL or the NBA, where players like LeBron have denounced similar absurdities. It's frustrating, isn't it? Let me think out loud here. Vinicius, this 25-year-old Brazilian star for Real Madrid, has been through the ringer since joining in 2018. He's not just a player, he's become a symbol in the fight against racism in Europe. Remember those past incidents in Spain, like at Valencia's Mestalla or Barcelona's Montjuic? Led to actual court cases and anti-racism campaigns, but clearly it's not enough because it keeps happening. I admire how vocal he's been. It's like when Colin Kaepernick took a knee in the NFL, sparking real conversation. Vini doesn't back down, and that makes him a target. This game was a Champions League playoff for a spot in the round of 16. Real Madrid, loaded with talent like Mbappé and Bellingham, facing Benfica under Jose Mourinho. Yeah, that Mourinho, the special one. Benfica's got young guns like 20-year-old Argentine Gianluca Prestianni, who's supposed to be a rising star. Pre-game, the vibe was intense, Benfica pressing at home, Real controlling the ball. First half ends 0-0, balanced stuff. But then the second half kicks off, and boom. Vini scores this absolute banger from outside the box, his 12th goal this season. Dribbles past two defenders. Unleashes a rocket. Hero moment, right? But his celebration, dancing near the corner flag by Benfica's ultras, the no-name boys. That's when things escalated. It's like taunting after a touchdown in the NFL. Some love it, others see red. You guys know I'm passionate about this sport, but balance too. Vini's flair is what makes soccer exciting, yet it rubs some the wrong way. Still, no excuse for what came next. Stick around as I break this down. It's heavy, but we got to talk about it. Alright, picking up where we left off, you guys. So, minute 50, Vinicius grabs the ball in midfield, shakes off a couple of Benfica defenders like they're nothing, and rifles this shot into the net. 1-0 Real Madrid. The Estadio da Luz goes silent except for the away fans erupting. I was watching live, yelling at my screen. It reminded me of a clutch three-pointer in the NBA playoffs, where the shooter just stares down the crowd. Pure adrenaline, but then the celebration. Vini does his signature dance right in front of the Benfica supporters. Provocative? Sure, but that's his style. Joyful, unapologetic. In American sports, we'd call it showboating, like an NFL end zone dance. Some fans boo, and suddenly Benfica's captain, Esteban Otamendi, is in Vini's face, arguing. It spirals quick. Players from both sides rush in. Benches get involved. It's like a bench-clearing brawl in baseball, but with more shoving. Here's where it gets dark. Amid the chaos, Vini claims Prestianni, that young Argentine, calls him macaco. That's monkey in English, a straight-up racist slur. And not once, but 5 times, while covering his mouth with his Benfica jersey to dodge the cameras. Sneaky, cowardly move. Kylian Mbappé, standing right there, backs it up. He heard it clear as day. Mbappe's like, this guy doesn't deserve to be in the Champions League. Man, Mbappe's been through racism himself in France, so his word carries weight. It's heartbreaking. Vini, fresh off a golazo, now dealing with this. I think out loud, why cover your mouth if it's innocent trash talk? In the NBA, players jaw at each other, but racial slurs cross the line, leading to ejections. Here, Vini, Mbappé, and Real's captain Federico Valverde refuse to play until it's addressed. The ref Francois Letexier from France gets alerted. Game stops for about 10 minutes. Tumult everywhere. Benfica's assistant coach Ferreira Machado gets red-carded for aggression. Mourinho approaches Vini, has this intense chat, even hugs him. Mixed signals, but doesn't fix squat. Paradoxically, Vini gets a yellow for his celebration, deemed excessive provocation. Prestianni, nothing on the spot. Real threatens to walk off, but after captain talks, play resumes. Game ends 1-0, Vini the hero on paper, but the racism overshadows everything. You guys, this stuff boils my blood. Soccer should unite, not divide like this. You guys, let's keep rolling. This story's got layers. So after the goal and dance, the brawl erupts, and Prestianni allegedly drops those racist bombs. Witnesses confirm he said macaco 5 times, shirt over mouth. It's insidious, like hiding behind a screen in online hate, but on a global stage. In American sports, we'd see instant replay reviews or fines, but soccer's protocol feels clunky. Vini looks shaken but stays on. He later questions the yellow card. Why punish celebration but ignore hate? Fair point. Mbappe's furious, emphasising it's not about Benfica or Portugal, just one guy's actions. Prestianni denies it all, posting on social media. Calls it a misunderstanding, says covering the mouth is common to avoid lip reading. He asks why no one else reacted if it was so bad. Defensive much. But Mbappé did react and videos show the tension. Mourinho's response. Cautious. Says he heard different versions. Finds it odd how often this happens to Vini. Not a strong condemnation. Benfica's official account posts a video questioning the distance between players, basically defending Prestianni. Mixed bag from ex-players. Luizão, former Benfica captain, calls Prestianni a racist rat and feels ashamed. Thierry Henry condemns it, calls the mouth cover suspicious. But some ex-posts, I checked the latest, accuse Vini of victimism, noting other black real players don't report similar stuff. Harsh, but it shows the divide. Thinking out loud, this reminds me of NBA controversies where stars like Russell Westbrook face fan heckling turning racial. The league steps in quick with bans. Here the protocol was activated. Ref stops play, announces to stadium, but critics say it was botched, no immediate punishment. FIFA's Gianni Infantino condemned it today, February 18th, saying no room for racism, commending the ref's arm gesture to halt. Good words, but action. You guys, if you're as fired up as me, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I drop these breakdowns weekly, comparing soccer to our American leagues. Let's keep the conversation going. Alright, diving into the nitty-gritty, you guys. The anti-racism protocol, FIFA UEFA's 3-step thing, announced to stop insults, pause the game, abandon if needed. Ref Letexia triggers it after Vini's complaint. 10-minute stoppage, arm signal to address it. Sounds solid on paper, like NFL's concussion protocol, but Vini calls it poorly executed. No real resolution. Prestianni walks free during the game, while Vini gets carded. Double standard? It's like ejecting a player for taunting but ignoring a helmet-to-helmet hit. During the pause, chaos. Players argue, Mourinho's hug feels performative. Real nearly walks off. Bold like when NBA teams boycotted after Jacob Blake. But they resume after Otamendi and Valverde intervene. Game finishes 1-0, Real with the edge for the return leg on February 25 at Bernabeu. They advance on a draw. Benfica needs 2 goals. Post-whistle, focus shifts. Vini's abalado but professional. Mbappe's quote goes viral. He said macaco 5 times, hiding like a coward. Prestianni's denial sparks debate. Some buy it, others see red flags. Benfica's video post questions the claims, but it backfires with backlash. On X, latest posts from today show support for Vini from Brazilian Federation. Racism is a crime, Vini, you're not alone. FIFA's Infantino echoes, shocked, no to racism. Even Show Racism the red card issues a statement. But Mourinho's postgame criticises Vini's dance as provocative, suggesting it invites negativity. Oof, like blaming the victim. Reminds me of NFL coaches downplaying rough play. Benfica backs Prestianni, but global media slams it. UEFA opens investigation today, appointing an inspector. If proven, Article 14, at least 10-game ban for racial insults. Precedent setter? I think out loud. Protocols exist, but enforcement lags. In the NBA, Adam Silver fines heavy for slurs. Soccer needs that teeth. This game's a wake-up call. Victory tainted, but maybe sparks change. You guys, Vini's post-game Instagram desabafo, that's rant in Portuguese, hit hard. Hours after he posts, racists are cowards, hiding behind shirts to show weakness. But they're protected by those who should punish. This isn't new for me or my family. Yellow for celebrating. Don't get it. Protocol? Useless. I hate spotlight like this after a win. Headlines should be Real Madrid. But it's necessary. Viral instantly, millions of likes. It's raw, like when Kevin Durant clapped back at critics on social media. Reactions pour in. Mbappé stands firm. Henry calls Prestianni suspicious. Luizão ashamed. But skeptics on X question Vini's provocative style, comparing to why other black players avoid drama. Harsh, but it highlights bias. Brazilian commentator Mauro Betting says Vini's faced more racism than anyone in Europe. Ex-player Nito praises Mbappe's support. Benfica's stance? Defends Prestianni, posts video showing distance. But it fuels fire. Mourinho's different versions feels evasive. FIFA and CBF back Vini fully. Telegraph reports Alexander Arnold condemning. Disgusting, no place in society. Al Jazeera slams Mourinho and Benfica. Thinking out loud, this echoes American sports scandals like when Don Sterling's racist tapes got him banned from the NBA for life. Swift action builds trust. Here, Vini's campaigns like One Skin, push for more. He's a leader, not just a victim. Broader, media frenzy global. Better Sporty solidifies racism is crime. Some ex-post defend Prestianni, but majority condemns. UEFA's probe could ban him 10+ games. Return leg? Tense. Real advance is easy, but atmosphere charged. You guys share your thoughts below. Has soccer improved on racism since I started watching a decade ago? Wrapping this up, you guys. The aftermath's unfolding fast today, February 18th. UEFA's formal investigation. Independent inspector reviews ref reports, videos, testimonies. If guilty, Prestianni faces 10-match ban under dignity rules. ESPN reports it's underway, potential precedent. FIFA's Infantino commends protocol but stresses accountability. CBF's statement, proud of Vini's courage. Repercussions. Benfica under fire for backing Prestianni. Reuters says they defend him, but it isolates them. Mourinho's celebration critique draws heat. Al Jazeera calls it tone-deaf. Sky Sports explains Vini's history, repeated abuse, yet persistent. NYT details protocol's flaws, good intent and the poor punch. Impact reinforces racism debate in soccer. Vini's voice amplifies like Kaepernick's in NFL, sparks campaigns, but persistence shows systems broken. In NBA, player unions push hard. Soccer needs that unity. X trends mix support and doubt, but consensus. No place for this. Return leg February 25. Real favoured, but boycott talks. Broader. Incidents like this hurt the sport's image. As an American fan, I compare to our league's progress. Still issues, but quicker responses. Soccer's global, so harder. But excuses end. Man, this video's heavy, but necessary. Thanks for watching. Let's hope for justice. Final question. Do you think harsher punishments, like lifetime bans, would finally eradicate racism in soccer? Or is it deeper societal stuff? Let me know in the comments.